Hey, Shalom. Hey, Shalom, Shalom, and also Shabbat Shalom. I want to start by saying, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai, Kahlamna Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, and also the honor to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders grand millstone of the whole world, and also Shalom. To sincere Akima, they're pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. And I'm back here getting a quick lesson. And this is going into Sam Armington, which I believe this dude is a small heart. All right, I might have looked him up before. You know, he's the, I want to say, the co-founder of. The video is going to show you of the Open AI. So that's to do with the Chat GPT and whatever is under him as well. But anyway, it says AI will take your job. All right, this is going into how AI is going to take over your jobs. And guess what? Facts. That's facts. Okay. All right. Real quick. Let me go here. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse. I'm gonna start from verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and no lie, though it tarry. Wherefore it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." Right. We know for sure. Okay. The prophecies that are written in this Bible. Okay, to do with a job. People becoming jobless. Yeah, we know that's coming, and they're here right now. We're seeing it. People getting fired, get laid, laid over, because AI is taking over, man. That's part of that's part of our prophecies, man. All right, but you non-believers out there, guess what? It's gonna come. It's gonna come at you when you're not even ready for it. Okay. We in a time right now, where things are happening, man. Real quick, another one. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days, periods time shall come. In the AMP, but understand this, that in the last days, dangerous times of great stress and trouble will come. Difficult days that will be hard to bear, right? Because what's going to happen is, the reason why things are going to get hard is because you're going to be jobless. All right? You're going to be jobless. Okay, you're going to be left in no job, and what is that going to cause? It's going to cause people to be what? To be reckless. It's going to cause the society to be what? It's going, lawless, all right? Which when you come in the book of Matthew 24 real quick, Matthew chapter 24 verse 12, because iniquity shall bound, the love of many shall wax cold, all right? People going to be psycho. Especially to you people who believe in this goddamn fucking system. You lose your job, you were living on you paying mortgages, you had a nice house or not whatever, and them shit went fucking paid off. Guess what? You lose your job, and that job you had, it was paying you good, it was keeping you up with your bills, and now you lose it. Now you gotta downgrade it. It's going to cause people to be fucking reckless, man. Psychos out here, and this is what Esau is creating. I wouldn't say Esau. The credit goes back to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, because when you go into the Bible, it's His word be fulfilled using Esau to do so. Okay. All right. Let's get another one to show you. I'll come back over there. 2nd Ezra. Chapter 5 and verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou see, or that thou hast heard a long ago. You see? And this is what we're coming into. Let's go down to verse verse 10. And says it says, and shall be so of many, and yet not be found going to this truth. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinence be multiplied on the earth. Right. So people going to be looking for answers, going to be looking for the truth. What's going on? What's really happening? Because they haven't been watching, they haven't been paying attention to the prophecies. Okay, listen to the prophets, and and then such as losing their jobs and shit's happening worldwide. There's no controlling of it. People are going, what? It says, then shall unrighteousness and incontinence be multiplied on the earth. All right? just lawless after lawless, which we already seen happening right now over here in Australia. People are just angry, shooting one another on the fucking highway. Yeah, driving, somebody cut you off, they look at you wrong, you look them wrong way, they're putting out a gun and shooting at you. You cow somebody off, they come hit your fucking car. Like, it's so much going on, man. Okay? People being found fucking dead in by the beach, water. Like, it's ridiculous, man. There's a lot of going on right now, man. Okay? Because we're in the last days. All right? That's what's happening. People are getting sick of this shit. Let's go from there and go to the book of Isaiah chapter 32, and I'll go play the video. Isaiah 32 in verse and you know what is let's start from verse sorry. In verse 8, rise up, you women that are east, hear my voice, you careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and ye shall be troubled, you careless women, for winter shall fail, the gathering shall not come. You see? And this is what we see happening, man. Your job's been taken over. All right? AI is taking over your jobs. And then in a minute, even you dumbass bitches, excuse my language, on OnlyFans, guess what? They already got AI women out there. Okay, AI women, AI fake videos out there, and these AI videos of these women on OnlyFans, they look better than you regular, you regular women out there. All right, they don't need weaves, they do makeup, do all that. It's AI doing so. It's work. It's easy work, man. Okay? So you're going to lose your jobs, man. You're going to lose your income. You're going to lose a lot. Okay? You're going to lose your comfortability is going to be taken away from you. All right? Let's go from there. Let's go to the book of there's another one. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. In verse 1, remember now that creating days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, right? Which meaning like right now is our time to remember Yahweh before these days, really be get here, these evil days. All right. It says, remember now that creating days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, know the years draw not, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Right? While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor clouds return after rain. When things are still okay. When you read this in NPR, which I'm going to do, it says, remember thoughtfully also your Creator in the days of your youth, for you are know your own by his, before the evil days come, or the years draw near, when you say, of physical pleasures, I have no enjoyment and delight in them, right? Which is people going to start going through this process, man. Before the sun or the light and the moon and the stars are darkened, okay? By impaired visions, meaning like it's going to get crazy out here. Your senses, or, however you call it, how you see, things is just going to be, darkened. Your whole mindset is going to be just dark, angry, okay? Pissed off, okay? And the clouds of depression return after the rain of tears. Verse 2 in the AMP, as like King James Version, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, people that work in the economy and all that, and the strong men shall bow themselves, okay? And the grinders cease because they are few, or jobs, okay? AI is going to take over your jobs, and those that look at the windows be darkened, and those shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low, or work is low, And he shall rise up at the voice of the bed, and all the doors of music shall be brought low. In the AMP, verse 3 and 4 says, in the day when the keepers of the house, hands, arms tremble, and the strong man, feet, knees bow themselves, and ground is moral thief cease because they are few, and those eyes who look at through the windows are go dim, when those lips are shut in the streets, and the sounds of the grinding of the teeth is low, and one of the psychic ants, one rises the sound of the bed and crying of rooster, and other does the music voice softly, psychic voice is sing softly. Let's read this in the NLT, and see what that says. Okay, well, anyway, so that basically verse 3 and 4 is going into work, jobs, and you people becoming jobless. All right, just this society just being all messed up because you need job, you need work, you need to work to survive in this fucking society, man. Especially if you live in Western countries, you need some type of income to maintain your life. If you don't got it, and you fully committed in this society, you're gonna lose your mind. See, but the elect are not fucking fully committed in this society, man. They're good, they're straight. It's like they know what's coming. They know, they know this ain't it. Okay. When you go to the book of it's like, yeah, Micah 2 and 10 real quick. Micah chapter 2 verse 10, it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. So the elect, no, this here is not our rest. Lord willing, I'm of the elect. Lord willing, you brothers out there, doing work and doing, trying to do and do unto the end, you're of the elect. We know for sure this is not our rest. Okay, this is not where our life ends, man. There's a future, and the future is is in the hands of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. In Esau's hand, okay? Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a slow destruction. Exactly, man. If you're trying to invest in this fucking society, you're down, you're through, you finish. You're a dead man walking, man. And we don't believe in this fucking society, okay? This society is almost, ending or finishing, should I say? Okay. Fucking tired. All right, let's go from there. Just a second. Let me see what second is. Second Ezra chapter 8 and verse 15. For many great misery shall be done to them that in a lot of time shall do it in the world. Right, man. Many great miseries. People losing their jobs and, losing their comfortability in society. That's misery for some people, man. Some people have sacrificed it all for the sake of, this society, work and all that. So it says, for many great misery shall be done to them that in a lot of time shall do it in the world, because they have worked in a great pride. You see? They're not gonna be ready for this, man. All right. Let's go from there and go to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 14. Woe to the war in them that do it reign. For sword in the destruction drew nigh. One people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their action shall stand in their power. Also, having living in society with jobs, no income is coming in, is gonna cause that, man. Okay, and men should desire go to and see, should not be able. While martial law is going to be called, because people are losing their minds. All right, because of the pride, the city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, right? And shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread, and for great tribulation. You ain't got no income, you can't get no grocery, you ain't got no food. All right, you ain't got no water. Okay. You ain't got nowhere to stay. Now you're fighting for a spot to stay. You eating food and, all that, man. You lost your fucking house. It's gonna be terrible, man. It is going to be terrible. Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 37. Behold, the plagues drew nigh, and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bring forth a son, with 2 or 3 hours when her birth great, it's like when her birth great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child come forth. This is like a moment. These are how these plagues are likened unto, man. Even so, the plague be slack to come upon the earth, and the war shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. All my people, hear my word. Make you ready to that battle, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Meaning, be a pilgrim. Be ready to move, get up and go. Be ready to lose it all. Okay? If you don't got that mindset, then yeah. All right, you're not gonna be able to make it, man, in this society. Like make it, meaning like when all hell break loose, you're not gonna be able to keep it together. All right. So let's go from there and play this video. And start, for you on, just go ahead and play it right now and listen for yourselves. All right. And if you came out there, want to put more precepts under here, please feel free. All right. With that, I say shalom. And here we go.
You all heard the warnings before. Artificial intelligence is coming for your job. It's going to wipe out entire industries. It will replace everyone. All of this sounds very dramatic, sometimes even apocalyptic. But there's no stopping the warnings, it seems. This week, that AI doomsday bell was rung again, and this time by OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. He's in Washington, D.C., attending a conference by the U.S. Federal Reserve, and there he made some interesting comments.
Only 5 years ago, AI was still thought of as something that was in the distant future if it was going to happen at all. And even 2.5 years ago, which was right around the time ChatGPT launched, it still hadn't moved past the sort of nerds in Silicon Valley. ChatGPT launched on November 30th of 2022. That was even before GPT-4. And since then, the progress has been quite rapid.
Prediction 1, certain job categories will vanish due to AI. That's what Sam Altman says. Once AI comes, some jobs will cease to exist. And he has even given some examples. He talks about jobs like customer service and hotlines, basically your call centers. They will go.
Now, some areas, again, I think just like totally gone. I don't know if any of you have used one of these like AI customer support bots, but it's incredible. A couple years ago, you like call customer support. You like go through a phone tree, you talk to 4 different people, they do the thing wrong, you call back again, you wait through it. It's like hours of pain, ton of time on hold, and the thing that you want doesn't happen. Very frustrating experience. Now you call one of these things and AI answers. It's like a super smart, capable person. There's no phone tree, there's no transfers. It can do everything that any customer support agent at that company could do.
Prediction 2, AI will affect almost all jobs. And Sam Altman gives another example here. He talks about healthcare. The OpenAI CEO says ChatGPT is better at diagnosing diseases than most doctors. But will Sam Altman trust it himself? Will he himself go to an AI bot instead of a doctor? The answer is no.
ChatGPT today, by the way, most of the time can give you it's like a better diagnostician than most doctors in the world. And I'll like many people here probably put my symptoms in and test results, and there's all these stories on the internet of ChatGPT saved my life, and I had this rare disease and it found it, and all these doctors didn't do it, and yet people still go to doctors. And I am not maybe I'm a dinosaur here, but I really do not want to entrust my medical fate to ChatGPT with no human doctor in the loop.
Strange paradox, to be honest. Sam Altman sells AI like some miracle tool, even though he does not fully trust it himself. It's like a chef who won't eat the dish he's serving. Which brings us to point 3. Altman says AI is enabling bad actors. So the world is on the edge of a fraud crisis. The OpenAI CEO believes AI is increasing fraud, and it's time institutions did something about it.
Right now it's a voice call, soon it's going to be a video FaceTime. It'll be indistinguishable from reality. And teaching people how to authenticate in a world like that, how to think about, the fraud impact. This is a huge deal.
And another reason why I read that book of it's like I read that verse in the book of Isaiah 32 is because a lot of you women, all right, when you look, when you look into the percentage of women, it's like of, genders that really go to college is who? Women. All right. Then, you're the ones that go to college, you're trying to get a better job. Guess what? But that's been done in vain. You're going to college really for nothing. You ain't going to be fucking smart and do what AI do. Okay, you got, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be replaced. That's what I read out, Isaiah 32. All right. Okay. Most of these jobs here, women are the ones who work in it. Or you find them dark, them fucking weirdos, of men that are working there. But majority of them is women that work in these, industries, man. Okay.
That might be something we could think about partnering on, the identification of those hallucinations or the intentional impersonations. I think would be a really beneficial thing to engage in.
So, doomsday warning, asking for caution and yet some hope. That sums up Sam Altman's speech at the Federal Reserve. But his visit to Washington is not just to scare everyone, it's also political. You see, America is set to release its AI action plan, a document detailing its approach to artificial intelligence, and Sam Altman wants to be in on the loop. Under the Biden administration, AI companies push for regulation, guardrails for artificial intelligence, that's what they asked for. But under Donald Trump, it is full speed ahead. There is no time to think. The message is to beat China, to maintain America's AI dominance, and OpenAI wants to lead the charge here. So amid all of this, Sam Altman is busy playing both sides. He warns about the dangers of AI, but he also argues.
So yeah, basically America is going to become like China, Australia, not just America. All these, big Western countries are going to follow the footsteps, man, of China. Remember what DK said? How that dickhead Klaus, how he praised China, killed Gates and him as well. This is what we're going into, man. You all not even be happy. Okay? So, I don't want to play the whole video because I'm going to get copyright. So with that, man, you acting my day, feel free to post up precepts. One of the precepts I was going to get was Daniel 12. Okay, what is it? Just like, your knowledge is going to increase. Okay. Okay, knowledge will be increased, and righteousness is also in weaknesses, man. And so we're seeing it. Okay, Ezekiel 28. Okay, that these devils was in Daniel. All right. Also, this right here works well with Revelation chapter 13. Okay. All right. No, so let me see. There was another precept that came to my head. Damn, I can't record it. But yeah, man. Basically, this is it right here. Okay. Easter's about to take over. It's about to take your jobs, man. It's about to really take off. All right. So with that, man, I say shalom, and all when this lesson was edified to you. Oh, shalom, and also Shabbat shalom.